Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some more exciting Star Wars Battlefront news. If you missed my video yesterday, we had some big news for Battlefront 2 regarding a single player campaign, multiple eras and so on. So if you haven't watched that video already, I highly suggest you to do that before you watch this one. But now over to the news we have today. First off, after the post DICE made yesterday, it really made it sound like they have now stopped working on this Battlefront altogether and that all developers have gone over to the new Battlefront game, especially since they said that there will be no skirmish content coming. However, Matt Everett, the community manager for Star Wars Battlefront, responded to a post on the forum saying what I just said, and he responded with, "Our team is very much looking at recent bug reports and content requests still. Support for the current Star Wars Battlefront is not done. While we will not be bringing more skirmish content to the game, it doesn't mean nothing else is coming." That is a very sneaky little hint by him. He basically says that something is coming. This could be the double XP events we've already talked about in a previous video, but it could also be Hero Blast. I'm at least very glad to hear this statement from him, because I really thought that with that post they had completely stopped the work on this Battlefront and everyone was over at the new game, but gladly that is not the case. It might just be the case that some of the developers who are working on the new game will come back to this one and do some bug fixing, maybe add Hero Blast and do things like that. Nevertheless, very good news. Moving on, we have some tweets from the developers with some interesting statements and good news. First off, Guillaume tweeted out saying, "Sorry for the lack of communication. I came back from a long Christmas vacation and had my efforts spent on the next Battlefront." And then he responded to someone saying, "Thanks, I'm looking forward to tell you more, very excited with our hero list and improvements." I am very glad to hear that Guillaume is working as a hero designer on the next game as well, because as I've mentioned before, the heroes are one of my favorite parts of this Battlefront game. And sure, there's been a few bugs such as Lando, which will hopefully not happen again, but in terms of hero design, I think the heroes are really good, and especially since he took over and also added traits to the old heroes, which we might hopefully get at the release of the next game. But he also says that he's very excited about the hero list, which sounds good to me, and the improvements. So it sort of sounds like they are taking the heroes from this game to some degree, maybe just how they work, or the heroes altogether, and then improving them for the next game. And who knows if traits will even be a part of the next game or not. They might have a new system for that, although I personally think traits is a pretty good system to reward you when you're playing well. We also have a quick tweet from multiplayer and tech scripter on Battlefront, Victor, who says, "Brief stop to my physician and then back to work on a very fun game." And he's obviously referring to Battlefront 2 here being very fun. And lastly, we have Linus, the gameplay lead on Star Wars Battlefront 2, who said, "But hey, I still won't confirm or deny that the number 2 will be in the title, or maybe I just have no idea." This is referring to back when he had gameplay lead on Star Wars Battlefront 2 in his bio, and that was the first time anyone actually working on the game or an official source referring to the game as Battlefront 2. So some people thought that confirmed the title, but he later changed it to Battlefront Sequel instead. And as he said in this tweet, he probably don't even know what the game will be called, because I know that they have internal working titles, and it's maybe only the marketing part or the higher ups who actually know what the next Battlefront game or the next game in general will be called. But that is all the news I have for today. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't already to keep up to date to all things Star Wars gaming. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.